gives it off to Dominguez, driving, gives it back to Agee, backing his way down, puts it up, blocked by Sherrill, and Bama comes the other way. Good block by one of the top men in that regard in the league. Three, left wing, bottom. Amari Allen knocking home the bank first three, and a great start for the Tide.
Yeah, and trap. They don't trap a lot of your non-ball handlers because
7-2-32, a grad transfer from Kansas, sent it back to Philon. Philon directing traffic, gives it off to Bediako, who pivots, feeds it over now near side. Three-pointer up and good. Amari Allen with another bank first three, his second. And Bama comes the other way. Holloway back to Allen. He'll drive into the paint. He'll swing it over Millette. Corner three, bottom. Another bank first three for the Tide. That is 4 early for Alabama. Check that, 3 out of 5. Philon on the drive. Cut off on the baseline. Needs some help. Pivots again, finds Bediako underneath. Pump fake once, lays it up and in for two. Charles Bediako's first bucket gives Bama the 2-point lead. Allen in the corner, Millette, open three, that's short. Rebound tipped to himself by Bediako, and Bama gets a reset to 20. Now Philon trying to spin into the lane. Tough leaner is good, and Bama's on top again, 15-14. Yep. Coach, when Mitch Cole was his assistant, as Charles Bediako hits 1 of 2. Knock it down, near steal on the inbounds, but Bama controls it. Far side to Philon. He will drive in, puts up the floater, and got it to go and give 12 on the shot clock as Aiden works top of the circle. Kicks it over to Reitzel for three. Bottom.
Alabama continues to get open looks.
Here is Alabama with Sherrill to Holloway. Back onto the near corner to Reitzel. Steps to his left, drives into the lane. Gets under the basket, kicks it out. Jefferson, three, bottom. Another bank first three as Bama starting to heat up. They've now made 5 of 12. And Agee is able to lay it in. Bama coming the other way, beating the pressure. Jemison driving down the lane. Tough shot maneuvering against Rylan Griffin.
Causing 2-on-1 situations. They've been able to do that here recently against the Ags and getting open looks.
The lob to Jemison on the inbounds for the flush. Amari Allen with the great assist. And the dunk from Jemison, and a deflection and a steal by Philon. Here comes LeBaron the other way. 6:45 to go in the first half. That one's good, and we're by Isaacs. He was able to get past Reitzel, who's got the ball now for Bama. Kicks it in the corner. Jemison, three, bottom. Another bank first three for the Tide. There's Holloway shooting 1 plus the bonus, and he hits the front end. Couple of bounces and a spin of the basketball for 8, and then he hits the second
from deep.
Aggies flip it far side to Holloway. He'll circle under the basket, throws it away. Right to Allen. Amari trying to split the defenders. Gives it off into the corner. Reitzel, three, bottom. 40-37 after the bank first three. Get up easily. Marcus Hill able to get that around Amari Allen, surprisingly. Bama the other way. Millette catch, shoot three, bottom. Boy, it'd be good to see Houston get into rhythm. That was not a spot-up three. That was kind of in movement. Free throw up and good.
Nice job taking care of the ball. High pick and roll. Goes hard to the basket.
Effective in his 4 minutes of work earlier as Sherrill hits them both near the Aggie bench. 6 seconds, 5. He'll try a deep three. No good. Tip to Millette to Reitzel for three. And what a way to end the half. Another bank first three. Millette, the deflection to Reitzel, and Bama ends the half on a high, tied at 46. Here's Nate with Roger.
Coach, your thoughts on the first half?
Defense got to get way better. We're giving up too many uncontested shots. I mean, they're not typically their shooters, but we can't just leave them uncontested. So big play at the end with Houston's offensive rebound tap out, but we got to take that momentum and go. But we got to play a lot better defense the second half.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Roger. And thank you, Cook's Pest Control. They bring us Coach Nate Oates at the half. Give Pest the full court press and call Cooks today to protect your home and business from pests and termites.
8 or 10 here in the second half.
Bama gets the ball first to begin the second half. They work it inside. Allen Amari lays it in on a nice pass from Aiden Sherrill, the big man, getting a field goal there. 51-48 A&M. Here's Reitzel on the drive. Puts it up with contact and got it to go. Nate Oates wanted an and one. Bama basketball down 53-50 with 18:09 to go. Allen on the drive, gets in the lane, kicks it in the corner. Phylon, three, bottom. And we're tied again at 50 after another bank first three from the Crimson Tide. A&M basketball. Working it near side is Lane. Drives it into the paint. They give it to AG, blocked on a great play by Sherrill. Aggies with Deba. Deba's pass deflected by Allen, picked up Bediako. Now Amari will bring it into the front court for the Crimson Tide. Allen driving left side, playing through contact, lays it up, got it to go. Nate Oates living with Steven Anderson this time. London working against the defender Deba. Hands it over to Holloway. Aiden to his right, working against Griffin. Aiden downhill, off the window and in. That's a great move around Rylan Griffin. Pair. And the first one is up and good. Missed it, and Bama will come the other way. Tide's got numbers. Here's Allen driving in the lane. Kicks it in the corner. Holloway, three, bottom. Another bank first three. Working against Isaacs. Goes to his right, off the screen from Bediako. Goes into the lane, lost the handle, got it back, somehow saved it to Millette. Houston to his right, three, bottom. Oh, that's a nice job of getting under control by Houston Millette. 70-64 with 11:23 to go. We're due the media timeout on the next dead ball. Here's Phylon on the drive, spinning, kicking. Millette now for three, bottom. Houston with a dozen in this game. Another bank first three-pointer for Alabama. 54 to go. Lane giving it off to Dominguez. A bounce pass to AG driving in. Leaner no good. Rebounded Jemison. Getting hacked, no whistle. Here comes Bama running the other way. It's Holloway to the top of the arc. Holloway down the lane. Scoop shot. It hangs on the rim and falls.
To the basket. Had an uncontested, what would have been an
five for the Crimson Tide. Goes to Reitzel. Now to Sherrill on the far wing. 5 on the shot clock. Holloway with it. Over to Phylon. Lets the defender go by. Now launches a three, bottom. Great way to end that possession coming out of the timeout. Bama down by 3 with 8:07 to go, and the fuse lit on the crowd here at Coleman Coliseum.
a huge three for the sophomore.
Deba on the drive, puts it up from 6 feet, short. Rebound fought for, scramble on the deck. Bodies all everywhere, and a tie-up is called, and the arrow is going to favor Alabama. In double figures for Alabama, joining Holloway, Reitzel, and Allen. Holloway driving to his left, gets into the paint, got bumped, no whistle, shot is up, counted, and he is fouled. Holloway will try to tie it, and does. 77 apiece, 7:34 to go. Alabama and Texas A&M in a great one here at Coleman Coliseum.
Push-offs, and Alabama trying to create a little space against this.
17 to go. Free throws perfect. Aiden 7 of 9 from the stripe in this one. And the crowd again rising as one at Coleman Coliseum. Here comes Bama the other way. Front court with it is Phylon. Off the screen. Phylon driving, kicking. Holloway back to Phylon. Thought about a three. Driving into the lane. Pump fake once, twice. Spinning back out to Reitzel. Around now to Allen. Amari getting into the wing. Phylon for three again. Hits it again. LeBaron heating up. Here comes Phylon, front court for Alabama. To his right, the dish to Allen, the handoff to Holloway. Aiden working his way against the defender. Kicks it over to Phylon. LeBaron just wants a little room. Going down the lane, puts it up. He stopped on a dime and laid it in for two. And it's an 84-83 Bama lead.
Phylon leading the way offensively for Bama.
5:06 to go. Free throw up, free throw good. Here comes Charles Bediako in, and Sherrill's going to get a great round of applause as he heads to the bench to get a breather. 3-point Bama lead. Make it a 4-point advantage. Point lead with 4:46 remaining. And he does. Right in rhythm, absolute perfection. And the crowd trying to help the Bama defense again, as Lane will bring it ahead for the Aggies. Kicks it on the wing, gets it back, drives underneath, tough layup, no good. Holloway another board. Aiden coming the other way, flips it ahead to Allen, driving, dishing, Phylon to Reitzel now. He'll drive, leaner, good. Bama by 7 with 4:26 2:36 to go.
Away, and Amari Allen, Alabama's backcourt playing well.
Second one is up. That one's too strong off the back iron, but Bediako cleared the miss. The 7-footer knocks it down. Got a foul.
Yeah, very fortunate. He cleared out, no call, thankfully.
Phylon on the drive, through contact, lays it up and in for two. LeBaron, a huge final 10 minutes of regulation. He's got 17. Bama by 1, 94-93. Yep, here's Bama with the ball, down 1. 1:15 to go. Holloway driving, dishing, Reitzel for the lead. Bottom! Oh, mercy! Latrell Reitzel Jr. puts Bama up 2 with 1 minute to play.
Alabama needs to stop, defend without fouling. The Aggies have lived at the line.
Lane for 3, no good. Rebound, Reitzel is Bama boxed out, and now we got numbers pushing it. Now Latrell will weave through traffic and let everybody get set. 2-point Bama lead, 97-95, 40 seconds to go. Near side, Reitzel working against Dominguez, gets into the paint, kicks it out to Holloway. 8 to shoot, 7:28 to play. Now Holloway right side, driving, stopping, 2 to shoot, throws it up. Oh! Mercy! It was desperation! It fell! And now a chance for the and one!
My goodness, what a shot. Had to get it up. The shot clock was winding down. He threw it up, took the contact, was laying on the deck when it went through, and a huge three-point play opportunity for Aiden Holloway.
If you watch SportsCenter and they still do top plays, there's number 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Free throw.
Here it is. And he makes it. 3-point Bama lead, 100-97. Second free throw up. That one's no good. Rebound tip way out. Tip into the hands of Griffin for the tie. Short. Hallelujah. Let's get out of here. It was almost storybook on the return to Tuscaloosa for Rylan Griffin. But thank goodness for Bama's perspective. While it was dead on, it was short. And Bama hangs on. 100-97 is the final. And the Crimson Tide still very much alive in the SEC race as they hand the Aggies just their second loss in conference play. Bama improves to 5-4. Post-game coming your way in a moment as Bama wins it 100-97 on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Moment ago in the Crimson Tide locker room, Chris Stewart with Nate Oates.
Coach, congratulations. Unbelievable ball game, back and forth, and your team able to hang on down the stretch. How'd you get it done?
We made it enough plays. It wasn't pretty. We didn't shoot it as well as I'd like to see us shoot it at the line, but we made enough free throws to hold them off, made a run when we needed to. I mean, they had us down 6, I believe, maybe 8 minutes to go. I'm not exactly sure, 6 minutes to go, and I thought we had some big stops and some runs. I thought our guys played hard. I mean, that's a tough team, and when guys that don't make threes typically on the year, first half, they hit 6 threes from guys that don't usually make a three. So, they had some points going in that we didn't think that they would make, but give them credit. They made some big shots and made some big plays. We, end up out-rebounding them by 8. Turnovers were even. So in a game like that, you win the possession game by 8 on the offensive boards and turnovers are even. That's kind of the difference in the game right there.
There's a gazillion transitions in this game and moments where it's back and forth, but 90 seconds to go, you're down 1. They originally call the ball out of bounds off of Alabama, correct it, call it Bama's basketball. Latrell Reitzel hits a 3, and then an unbelievable and 1 from Aiden Holloway. Really special to see your guys step up so big with the game on the line like that.
Yeah, not the best possession when Holloway hit the
You didn't draw it up that way?
No, I probably, honestly, in hindsight, probably should have called a timeout when it wasn't going well. But it's nice to have the better players on the floor. It's always better to have good players and good plays, and we had better players that play.
This was, again, I thought the end of it, Coach, indicative, though, of the toughness you asked for your team, because they were challenged physically and emotionally. I think mentally it was a challenge as well, but found a way to make plays. And when A&M made some plays, especially in the second half, where often they pull away from other teams, you never let that happen.
Yeah, no, I thought that just our effort was a lot better, and our toughness. We're a team that presses the whole game and turns people over. We only turned it over 6 times. Only one guy had 2, so said we had to keep it in single digits. They did a great job. I thought the rebounding from our guards, I think that's a career high for Holloway. Was 6. I thought him and Amari ended up tying for the hard hat. So we really challenged our backcourt, Holloway, Phylon, Reitzel included. I thought Trelli did a really good job defending. He kept the ball out of the paint after he'd been getting in the paint too much in the second half. So I thought our bigs stepped up. We had a good night from Sherrell, too. Scored all of his points at the line. Played well, guarded them, got some back to block and some shots. Had 3 of them tonight against AG. So that was great. Those were 3 huge blocks we needed from Sherrell.
Coach, you didn't go as deep tonight as you have been. Talk about the strategy to shrink the lineup a little bit, the rotation, I should say, for tonight's game, and the success or what you saw out of that.
Taylor was out with an injury, so that shrunk it a little bit. They don't play 2 bigs hardly ever. So it kind of took Noah out of the rotation a little bit. So, and then we just needed guards in the game that weren't going to turn the ball over. So we had to go with our guards we trusted to take care of it. And then, the front court got shortened up. They really only play 1 big most of the time. A couple times they went 2 bigs, and we went Charles and Naden together for a little bit there, but not much.
Huge win. And now you got to turn right around and go on the road in a place that we know what it's like. It's Auburn. It's the in-state rival. And a game that'll be every bit as intense, if not more so than this one.
Yeah, it's going to be real hard to get a win on the road against those guys. They've played well. They beat Florida, who we obviously didn't play well against. So we got to, they had a bye week, so they're coming in real fresh. A lot of time to prep for us, and we're going to have to turn around pretty quick. So we'll see what we're made of on the road at Auburn. It's always a tough game there, but circumstances probably a little bit harder on us right now.
Coach, thank you for the time. Congrats again on the win.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Roll Tide.